A deserter broke into a widow's house, and she was stunning. Seeing her panic, the man pulled out his pistol, but turned it on himself, silently offering it to her. She refused, because back then, guns were what tore her world apart. She gave him some food, led him to the shed to rest, even let him wear her late husband's clothes. Then she went back to her room, but there was only a window between them. When she saw him in those clothes, grief for her husband flooded in, spreading like wild weeds, totally out of control. She quietly stepped into his room, hoping he would stay by her side that night, but she gently pleaded with him not to take it any further. All she wanted was to spend this hard night in the warmth of someone's arms. So they lay there, two strangers sharing a bed. His warm presence gave her a deep sense of safety, as if her late husband had returned to hold her once more. Years of grief and hardship finally broke her. She cried, unable to hold it in anymore. The man slowly held her hand, offering what little comfort he could. But in a world torn by war, where could a tired soul ever find peace? They spent the night in quiet stillness. At dawn, the woman noticed soldiers quietly approaching the house. They had come looking for the deserter. She quickly woke the sleeping man and helped him slip out through the bedroom window. Though he escaped, but war had already stripped these men of rules. To get a few scraps, they dragged her out of the house, tore the clothes off her 3-month-old baby, and made her watch as he froze to death. She gave up her last bit of winter food, but it wasn't enough. One of them pulled her into the house, intent on doing far worse. Unbeknownst to them, the man who had just fled had quietly returned, and was now slowly approaching from behind. Noticing the unusual silence inside, one of the soldiers went to check, but as soon as he stepped through the door and saw his comrade on top of the woman, just as he moved closer to check, he had no idea. His life was about to end too. Meanwhile, one soldier still had a shred of conscience. He wrapped the baby back up. That small act sparked mercy in the man's heart. He forced the soldier to remove his uniform and intended to let him go. But before he got far, the enraged woman shot him dead. Under the shadow of war, humanity flickered like a candle in the wind, slowly being consumed by darkness. Places that once glowed with compassion were now reduced to ruins. The man once again set out on his journey home, because the only light in his heart was waiting for him back home.